Okay, so hi everyone, my name is Nishana and I'm going to be conducting an interview for my macro project for PIP, which is the Parent Intervention Project. So I have a participant here with me who has a little bit of experience with justice involved individuals. So we're gonna go ahead and start whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right, so first question is, what personal experience do you have with justice involved individuals?
So the experience that I have has been with my siblings as well as my ex-partner.
Okay. And how have these experiences influenced you as a parent or your siblings as a parent, do you believe?
I believe that it's influenced me as a parent to where I am more overprotective of my children in regards to following the law, doing what they should do in a situation to where if they were, um, it was like an officer or anything in place. I am a firm believer of staying and being a law abiding citizen. However, I do know that the situations that have happened over previous years where it doesn't end so, how can I put it? Justice is not necessarily upheld when it comes down to my community as a Black African American woman.
Right. Okay, so these individuals you have experiences with, are any of them parents? So are parents? So the individuals that you know that have been justice involved or incarcerated, are they parents?
They are parents, yes.
Okay. And have you seen firsthand the cycle, this basically the nature of the justice system that can permanently damage a family altogether?
Yes, for one of my siblings has quite a bit of kids,
Mhm.
and due to them going into jail and prison, they have not been able to be a parent or even had the respect from their children to want to be involved in their father's life. So therefore, it has really did a ripple effect. It's a huge gap in their relationship, and
Mhm.
it has not been rekindled to date.
Okay.
um, from a standpoint of even them being grown and not even wanting to speak to me as the aunt that wasn't part of the parent, parent child relationship. In addition to my partner, my children have five, and some are able to connect with the individual, and others have not been.
Okay. Do you believe that if there were resources available for parents in the justice system, such as like visitation and counseling, the people who are justice involved, do you think that there would be a better relationship with their children? Would there be a better relationship if they did have that organization available to where they're able to do visitation and counseling in order to be a better parent?
I do think that it's opportunity there,
Hmm.
um, in that challenge. The visitation piece is a little different. I remember when I went and took my children to visit their father, and if you're not dressed appropriately, that can cause trauma because then you have to go and put on something else, or you suffer from not being able to see your loved one. So the visitation is a alternative, but it's not all inclusive. I think that additional um, counseling or things that follows up to be able to trying not to be emotional, be able to connect those families in a better light. Even though their parent got into trouble, I think that it would be a great opportunity to do something better than visitation.
Right. Okay, I agree with that. So basically, I'm proposing that the existing group therapy program be expanded across the nation as a peer network of justice involved parents. So basically, what the justice involved parent project is, it is basically it's the parental intervention project. It's a multi-faceted program aimed at improving the well-being of the outcome of justice involved in individuals, so mothers and fathers and their children as well. It was created in 2009 as a collaboration between the California State University and San Bernardino and the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office. The program focuses on parenting, education, trauma recovery for the children as well as the parent and child interaction time, individual counseling, and case management. There's classes, there's groups and individual work that is offered to justice-involved individuals. And while in custody or at a correctional facility, upon reentry through community partnership, they basically have that all available if they were to enter into correctional facilities. So the in custody trauma recovery and family relations class is a 48-hour attachment-based psychotherapeutic parent educating program. So it's like classes that those parents take to just basically break that cycle and that generational trauma to their kids, basically passing that down to their kids and them also being justice involved. It's conducted on a monthly basis for justice involved mothers and fathers at 3 of the San Bernardino County jails. And the classes are taught by clinical counseling and they are taught by interns, social work interns, who are under the supervision of a clinical staff. So basically, I am proposing to make this group existed all over, expanded across the US, not just in San Bernardino County, but also across the US, because I think it would be influential everywhere instead of just being in one county. So do you believe that these additional experiences and perspectives would have made a difference for the parents we've been discussing within this interview?
I do believe that that would definitely be something that's an alternative. It's just being able to market it appropriately because we have different audiences. You know, some that are educated are going to think that this is great, and others that are not in, you know, the light of being educated at a certain level may struggle. So it's basically how, you know, you market it, just to encourage and maybe even have some data to show how it's improved from one year to the next. So I think it's an awesome idea.
Yeah. So in the program, they do basically collect all that data to see how it's improved each year, what programs that they're doing to that basically help those individuals, and they have researchers involved and all of that. So data would definitely be collected during the whole process. And I guess within San Bernardino County, they do see an improvement with those individuals so far. So my last question is going to be, now that you know my proposal and about the parent intervention project, what do you think based on your experiences? What would you recommend based on those experiences for this program that would make it better, influential to those justice involved parents and children?
I guess maybe even having an interview with the people that have actually went through the program, being able to show real life examples of someone that has successfully went through this program, and then ask, you know, if this was an if this application or program wasn't available, do you think you guys' relationship would be a good parent-child relationship, or whatever relationship that they may have? Real life is, I think, key of being able to have those people that went through it to be able to say this does really work, because I think that would encourage others to trust the system and to actually go through the program.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.